Hey everyone, and welcome back to News for the Sonics, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. Here with another exciting new video about another remake coming March 2023. If you haven't heard, the long-awaited Resident Evil 4 remake is actually happening. All of us knew about this already without any confirmation, but for sure we knew it was coming since Resident Evil 2 and 3 got a remake, and it only made sense to remake this game. If you all haven't ever played Resident Evil 4 back in 2005, this game changed everything about the franchise. It was unlike any other Resident Evil game. The conventions were completely changed, more action was implemented, sort of ditching horror, but in this remake it looks like horror is very present here. That's what Resident Evil 2 Remake did so well. It brought the horror back and it was perfectly executed, and I'm glad it's making a comeback in Resident Evil 4. So I have the PlayStation blog about Resident Evil 4 pulled up here, but before we get into that, be sure to like, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything. We do lots of Marvel stuff here on the channel, primarily Marvel Spider-Man with the occasional gaming news, so if that stuff is for you, be sure to definitely subscribe. Now let's go on to the article from the PlayStation blog website. Hi PlayStation fans, we are excited to finally be able to talk about Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is a remake of the 2005 game Resident Evil 4. When it first came out, Resident Evil 4 revolutionized the Resident Evil franchise with its new game style that combined action, shooting, and resource management elements, subsequently setting the standard for future Resident Evil titles. This time, the game is being developed to achieve state-of-the-art quality for a survival horror suitable for 2023, while preserving the essence of the original game. We aim to make the game feel familiar to tons of fans of the series, while also providing a fresh feeling to it. This is being done by reimagining the storyline of the game while keeping the essence of its direction, modernizing the graphics and updating the controls to a modern standard. The story thus far. 6 years have passed since the biological disaster in Raccoon City. Leon S. Kennedy, one of the survivors of the incident, has been recruited as an agent reporting directly to the president. With the experience of multiple missions on his back, Leon is sent to rescue the kidnapped daughter of the President of the United States. He tracks her to a secluded European village where there is something terribly wrong with the villagers, and the curtain rises on this story of grueling survival horror and rescue. Resident Evil 4 is the latest survival horror game where life and death intersect with terror and catharsis, scheduled to release on March 24th, 2023. Now, one thing I want to point out about the Resident Evil 4 game is that some elements of humor was implemented in that game back in the day, and I feel like with this remaking and this reimagining of the game, I feel like a lot of that is going to be absent here, and a lot of serious tones is going to be implemented here, because that's kind of been the recurring theme in the previous two remakes in Resident Evil 2 and 3. So I'm afraid that they might take it way too serious. While I am pretty excited about the reimagining and the overall look and feel of the game, I don't want all of the humor to go away, because I'm sure from what I see here in this trailer is that Leon is a person that's been traumatized. I mean, the guy went through an outbreak in a city, and he was freshly new on the force as a rookie cop, experiencing like the dead, and killing the dead and monsters, and it really took a toll on him, and it seems like he's kind of like a little cuckoo and a little nuts in the head in this game. Like, anybody that goes through what Leon did would feel exactly the same way. I mean, he managed to even escape while witnessing the city that he was stationed at get nuked. It's just incredible, and I think something like that really does take a toll on a person, and I can really appreciate the realistic approach they're going with this game, but I don't want it to be 100% monotone and serious. And there you have it. Pretty exciting stuff. Honestly, I got into the Resident Evil franchise pretty late. However, I have known about this franchise's existence since like 1997. I remember as a kid, I used to always watch my older stepbrother and my cousin Chris, who's also a YouTuber who goes by Goshen's Games, play Resident Evil all of the time. I wasn't old enough to play the games, and I was afraid to play them because they are pretty scary and gory games. Resident Evil 4 did catch my attention because of how different it looked and played. However, I didn't play the game much. It was mainly my younger brother who played the game frequently. I still didn't pick up a Resident Evil game because I wasn't invested enough in the franchise. That wasn't until Resident Evil 2 Remake came out and that I decided to pick up the game for the first time and play it. I actually live streamed both Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake on this channel. The playlists are on my channel. You can find them there if you want to binge watch those. Some of you might think that this remake might be unnecessary, but For the most part, I think a lot of people have been clamoring about it. It's been about 17 years now, and I know tons of people have been clamoring for a remake for years now, and it's finally happening, and I for one can't wait to play the remake. I will be live streaming the game when it comes out, so definitely look out for that. Overall, the game looks fantastic running on the RE engine. Leon S. Kennedy looks as awesome as ever with his trademark jacket. The graphics with that ray tracing look stunning, and the footage you saw on this video came from a PS5 capture. I can't wait to experience this classic in modern tech. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you all don't miss anything. Follow me on Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. The links to those are also in the description box below. If you want to super thanks my channel, well, now you can by simply clicking on the little heart icon with the $ in the center. Completely optional, of course. Whatever amount you decide to donate will greatly support the channel. Aside from that, your viewership also supports the channel as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.